Good evening, Richmond County, and welcome to your Wednesday edition of Live at 5. I'm Russell Parker. Police are asking for the public's help in identifying a larceny suspect. The Hamlet Police Department posted photos from security camera footage of a man they say stole from the Dollar General retail store around 9:30 p.m. on Monday. HPD investigators are also still searching for 20-year-old Jesse Thomas James, who is wanted on the charge of assault by pointing a gun following a fight early Saturday morning that resulted in a 6-year-old child being shot in the foot. Police have already charged 22-year-old Kevin Shamik Blue with negligent child abuse causing serious injury, a felony, and assault on a child under 12 years of age, which is a misdemeanor. Richmond County jail records show he is also charged with discharging a firearm in city limits and 2 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Anyone who can identify the larceny suspect or has information on James's whereabouts is encouraged to call the Hamlet Police Department at 910-582-2551 or the Richmond County Crime Stoppers at 910-997-5454. 3 police officers were recognized for their life-saving efforts at Tuesday's Rockingham City Council meeting. Sergeant C.E. Revels received a life-saving award for his quick action in July of last year. According to Police Chief Billy Kelly, the RPD officer was at Lowe's Home Improvement assisting with a larceny investigation when a man collapsed to the floor in his vicinity. Revels recognized the serious nature of the situation and began to administer CPR to the victim and continued until EMS personnel were on scene and could stabilize the patient for transport. Sergeant Ronald Brigman and Patrolman Skylar Dover were presented commendation awards for their efforts on the night of December 7th last year. The officers responded to a call of a suicidal individual who had stabbed himself and was still in possession of the knife, according to Kelly. Brigman arrived on the scene first and upon entering the residence, found the victim suffering from self-inflicted stab wounds and yelling that he wanted to die. Dover arrived soon after and was able to subdue the individual by taser so he could be disarmed. The victim was then transported by EMS to the hospital where he received treatment for his injuries. The Rockingham City Council on Tuesday adopted a resolution in support of keeping the current ABC system for the state of liquor in North Carolina. Discussion on House Bill 971 was first brought up by City Attorney Benny Sharp. The bill, filed on April 25th, essentially strikes through much of the existing law regulating alcoholic beverages and eliminates local ABC boards. Councilman Bennett Dean pointed out that the City Council was only making a recommendation to the legislature in the form of a resolution and that the legislature has the final say in this matter. Dean also voiced concerns over liquor getting into the hands of minors. It was also noted that this potential change would likely take away a great deal of revenue from local governing bodies. According to City Manager John Massey, locally that would come to $133,000 per year. Following a full reading of the resolution, the Council voted unanimously in favor of its adoption. State Senator Dan Bishop will be the Republican candidate in the 9th Congressional District redo election. The Charlotte native won the Republican primary on Tuesday with a little more than 47% of the vote, according to unofficial numbers from the State Board of Elections. Bishop, who was recently re-elected to the State Senate, was a member of the Mecklenburg County Board of Commissioners from 2004 to 2008. Then took a few years off before running for the State House of Representatives in 2014, winning the seat for the 104th District. With all of the Richmond County precincts, one-stop and absentee ballots, he won with 637 votes. Bishop will go on to face Democrat Dan McCready, Libertarian Jeff Scott, and Green Party candidate Alan Smith, all of Charlotte, on September 10th. All right, when we return, Kelsey Rushing has your Live at 5 weather report. Is it going to be rain or sun? We'll let you know right after the break.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. We are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 7 curricular programs entirely online, including our university transfer degree. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College, local college, big impact.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is an occasional shop located at 122 South Hancock Street in Rockingham. We are open the first weekend of each month, Thursday through Saturday. We strive to offer a unique selection of vintage, antique, handmade, and new goods. If you are looking for something out of the ordinary, then we're the place for you. Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is passionate about helping you make your home or office space unique. We would love to see you during our next occasional shop dates.
Today's Live 5 weather report is brought to you by McNair Auto Sales, and it's another kind of cool day. There's not very many clouds, but it's fairly cool at the moment. As I'm speaking, my phone says it's about 69 degrees. Could be a little different. But going into temperatures for tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy with some sunlight in about the 80s. So Fayetteville will have a high of 80, low 62. Lumberton 82-65, Rayford 81-64. Going into Laurinburg, we have 82-64, just like Bennettsville. And then closer to us in the Southern Pines area, Southern Pines at 81-62. Ellerbe 80-62, Rockingham 81-62, and Wadesboro 81-62. So it's going to be like the low 80s for the most part tomorrow, and then going into the 7-day forecast for the rest of the week and on to next week. Like I said, high of 81, low 62 for tomorrow. Friday will high 88 and a low 66. So it's going to start getting warmer again, especially for Saturday. It's going to be completely sunny with a high of 91 and a low 68. So whatever plans you have Saturday, if you're going to be outside or not, make sure you don't have a heat stroke and be able to prevent things like that. Sunscreen, water, whatever you're doing, make sure you're prepared for the heat. Sunday is also going to be really sunny with a high of 89 and low 65. Same thing for that day. Be prepared for that heat. Monday, it's going to be, the clouds will be back for a little bit with a high of 87, low 69. Tuesday, also cloudy, high of 89, low 69. And then Wednesday, high of 88, low 69, also cloudy. So it's this no rain coming up this week, which a lot of people, me included, probably had hoped that was what happened over the last weekend with Epicenter. It did rain Friday at some point. I don't know about who else was there, but me personally, I was dripping wet. But it was a good time regardless, and it was a little unfortunate that Saturday was canceled and that people couldn't see Tool, but things happen. You can't really control the weather, and in order to protect everyone, some things have to be done. But other than that, hopefully they'll be back again next year. They should be, but other than that, we got the Aura Sports Update right after this, so stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
An uncharacteristic night at the plate and in the field led to an early playoff exit for the Richmond Senior High School softball team. The #1 overall Lady Raiders stalled their hopeful run to the program's first North Carolina High School Athletic Association 4A state title cut short by the #9 Providence High School. Despite two late game rallies, Richmond would fall to the Lady Panthers 6-5. With a third round loss, it marked the earliest exit by the Lady Raiders in the state playoffs since 2013. A slow start at the plate, coupled with a pair of errors and some missed opportunities in the middle innings, led to Richmond's 2019 season coming to an end. Providence starting pitcher Carolyn Bentley threw a complete game, but saw her cage rattle in the 6th and 7th innings. Trailing 4-0 entering the bottom of the 6th, a 2 RBI double to the right field corner by senior Taylor Parrish cut Richmond's deficit in half. After a double play left just junior Kayla Hawkins on first base, sophomore Paige Ransom lined a 2-run homer to dead center to tie the game. Providence scored solo runs in 4 different innings. A 2-run home run by Lily Bowen on an 0-2 pitch from Richmond's Grayson Way in the top of the 7th would prove to score the game-winning run. Although the season came to an abrupt end for head coach Wendy Wallace's Lady Raiders, all 3 of her seniors have college careers just a few months away. Savannah Lampley will join the ranks at UNC Wilmington, while Way will head to UNC Greensboro. Taylor Parrish is set to play her college ball at Pfeiffer University. RO Sports will publish a comprehensive season recap within the next week. 6 Richmond Senior High School senior baseball players capped their respective playing careers with their first career All-SAC team selection. Head coach Ricky Young released the complete 25-player roster Tuesday morning, seeing Pinecrest and Richmond topping the list with the most selections. Each team in the SAC standings this season had 5 players named to the general roster. The Raiders and Patriots also added another player to the roster, seeing the top individual accolades represented by 2 seniors, one of which was Hunter Paris, who was named the SAC's Pitcher of the Year. Representing the Raiders' 5 roster spots were Tyler Bass, Cameron Caraway, Jake Ransom, Garrett Wigman, and Brett Young. The Raiders finished the season with a 19-9 overall record while posting an 11-3 mark in SAC play. What's unique about the 6 seniors named to this season's team is that they all played baseball together since their middle school days at Rockingham. Kelly Hoffman, a sophomore on the Lady Raiders soccer team, has been named the official Richmond County Female Athlete of the Week. Wrapping up her second year on the varsity team and her first as the Lady Raiders starting goalkeeper, Hoffman's physical play between the posts helped define Richmond's season. After seeing limited playing time as a freshman, Hoffman exploded onto the scene in 2019. Hoffman, unlike many of her teammates, will finish her school year this Friday as she's enrolled in Richmond Early College. With her sophomore year all but in the books, Hoffman is looking forward to her final 2 years of high school. She set some academic and athletic goals she hopes to achieve before she graduates in 2021. While she's a couple of years off from going to college, Hoffman is leaning toward a career in the medical field. Richmond CC is trying to start an EMT training program, which Hoffman noted as something that piques her interest. During the 2019 season, Hoffman made an appearance in every one of the team's 20 games and started 19 of them. Her work in the net helped the Lady Raiders to a 15-5 overall record, while also winning second place in the SAC outright. In her 20 appearances, Hoffman gave up 45 goals while making 77 saves in the net. One of her best performances was a penalty kick shootout against Jack Britt High School in the first of 3 meetings against the Lady Buccaneers. Hoffman stopped 3 of the 5 shots she faced, and the Lady Raiders won 3-1 in PKs. She's also recorded 5 shutouts. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. Be sure to stay up to date on all the latest in Richmond County by going to richmondobserver.com or by downloading the free RO app for your mobile devices. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sandhills Monday through Friday during your new time from 7 to 8 a.m. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching and good night, Richmond County.